Well, a difficult first day back at class for Marin County students mourning the loss of 4 of their classmates. A memorial is now growing at the site where the teenage girls were killed in a car crash that happened on Friday. 2 other teens were critically injured. And pictures from an online fundraiser show the faces of the victims, all of them students at Archie Williams High School in San Anselmo. Today, the campus delayed the start of school, offered counseling to their classmates. And officials say the Volkswagen SUV the teens were riding in hit a tree at San Geronimo Valley Road and then caught fire. Lauren Toms is live at Archie Williams High School. Lauren, you heard from some family members of the victims today, and I can only imagine it's just been a horrible day for them.
Yeah, Ryan, the weight of grief is heavy here at Archie Williams High School as students and faculty alike mourn the loss of 4 young women, all best friends and students here. Now, earlier today, we spoke with the older sister of one of those victims who tells us that this entire community is keeping these young women in their thoughts.
It's not real.
Aubriana Corin can't yet grasp the loss of her younger sister, Olive, in a deadly car accident on a 2-lane road in San Anselmo Friday evening. At a memorial at the crash site for the young victims, she recalls living a nightmare when she learned her sister was in trouble.
My phone sent me an SOS text that they had called, that the phone had called the police. And I called her, and then it just stopped ringing. And I made it down to Marin General, and they just weren't telling us anything. So said she never even made it there.
Just 14 years old, her sister Olive was among 4 students who died in the accident. 10th graders Jocelyn Osborne, Sienna Katz, and Ada Capley were among those killed. 2 other girls, Elsa Lermont-Stranzik and Marley Barclay, were also in the car and survived the crash. They're in the hospital in critical but stable condition. Marley's mom, Jessica, said Monday there's been no evidence that alcohol was involved and that all the girls were wearing their seatbelts.
Of the moments before the accident is that they were going around a blind turn and another car veered into their lane. The driver of the vehicle that Marley was riding in swerved to miss the other road. She remembers hearing her screaming, and then she swerved.
She shared that around 6:50 Friday evening, Marley left their house to walk downtown Fairfax with the group of best friends. And by 7:15, they were picked up by the driver who was bringing them to her house in Woodacre. Seconds after the crash, Jessica says a woman named Gail, along with 2 other boys, quickly worked to get Marley out of the car. Marley's mother described how Gail stayed with her daughter, comforting her until the ambulance arrived, saying it's because of her that her daughter is still alive.
She called me screaming, and I couldn't understand what she was saying, and some wonderful woman took the phone and spoke for her and said that she called 911 and was letting me know how bad of a situation it was, and just told me to just go straight to the hospital, and she assured me she was going to hold my daughter's hand and stay there with her until she got help.
Back at the scene of the crash, an outpouring of emotional tributes for the young victims. And from Aubriana, a message to her sister.
She's seen and everyone knows her. Everyone knew her and everyone knows her. And everyone's thinking about her and her friends.
A message to hold close as the community comes together to mourn the loss of these promising young women. Now, Marley's family tells us they believe another vehicle was involved in this fatal crash, but CHP will not confirm any involvement of another vehicle, only that they are investigating any and all details surrounding this crash. Ryan.
All right, Lauren Toms reporting live from San Anselmo.